Oh,
It's just so unnecessary
what do you mean?
to me.
This photo was very necessary. I'm Kelly Ripa.
And I'm Lola Consuelos.
And this is Our Life in Pictures. So this is me and my mom at my first dance recital. I remember I was very excited. You cannot tell, but this little tulle white dance costume, all of these red bits were sequins, and I thought it was so shiny and sparkly. And look at my mom, just check out this getup. You know you're in the 70s. I believe my younger sister was living in her hair at the time, I believe.
Oh my
You see that picture? And then I got a bouquet of flowers, which I thought was the most exciting.
You were so cute. Listen, you still love a sequin.
I do love a sequin. So this is May 1st, 1996, Chapel of the Bells, Las Vegas. This is our wedding photo. I still have my wedding dress. I sure do. I bought it at the Barney's garage sale in 1993. It cost me $90 at the time, but it was like, it could have been $2,000. It could have been $20,000 because at the time that was like a lot of money, even though it was like 80% off. And I got it off the rack and it hung in my closet for 3 years. I'm like, where am I ever gonna wear this? Why did I spend so much money on this dress that I'm never gonna wear? And I took the tags off to wear it to our wedding, and I wear it all the time now. I wear it as a beach cover-up. And then this is the photo we recreated when we did the show in Las Vegas in February of 24. Mark and I were both ordained ministers. We both became ordained ministers to marry friends of ours. And we went to Chapel of the Bells and we married a young couple on our show.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, right?
Really cool.
Pretty cool. It was wild. Mark said, we have off from work tomorrow. Let's fly to Vegas and elope. We never had a day off of work, so it just seemed like the sensible thing to do.
What would you ever do if all of a sudden Lola called you? It was like, I'm eloping. How do
Oh
you
my
feel?
God, we talk about that all the time. About like, we would die.
They track my iPhone.
We would die.
Bring me back.
We would literally die.
We're getting
We
you
would
uneloped. You're uneloping.
track her down, unelope her, and then make them do it the way that, yeah. But you know, at that point, Mark and I were the last members of our families to get married. I think our parents were like, good. Thank God they eloped. One less event to throw. Oh, that's now this is where the thrilling new character enters the picture.
And this is Father's Day, I believe, which was also on my birthday, June 16th.
Once in a while, Lola's birthday falls on Father's Day.
And yeah, it was a really great day. I remember it. We were having a great time together.
I don't know if you see in that photo, that's your footprint on Dad's hand.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
You know, they stamp your children's feet and they put them on the birth certificate and then they stamp the father's hand.
This could be Michael or Joaquin. We all looked identical when we were born, as most babies do.
They all looked exactly the same.
I'm not too convinced this is me, but
no, that is
we're gonna say that it's me.
No, that's definitely you. I know that. Oh my gosh, it was very funny because the nurses all said to me, there's a new woman in your husband's life. And they took a picture of him. This is pre-cell phone. So I'm talking a Polaroid photo of Mark. And they brought it to me. He was in the nursery and he had fallen asleep with his head in the bassinet, and he had his finger and her little hand wrapped around his finger, and he was literally asleep with his head in the bassinet. And I was like, oh yeah, they're never getting him out of that. Give him a cot, because that's where he's gonna sleep. My gosh, this is your life. I had just had Joaquin, He was, I think, 3 weeks old. So I had a very short maternity leave, and we decided to go, we were gonna go on vacation because he was born in February, and it was frigid and it was miserable. And we went to the Caribbean for 2 weeks or 10 days or something. And he was a newborn. And in my mind, it was going to be like this incredible, relaxing family time. And it was total, it was bedlam.
Carnage.
It was bedlam, it was carnage, it was sleep deprivation, it was sobbing, it was just wild.
We can see.
And this is kind of the look on my face for the entirety of the trip. And this was the only outfit I had and the only outfit I wore the whole time. And I bought, what you can't see is I'm wearing a bathing suit that I bought at the hotel gift shop because I didn't have a bathing suit. So it's a hotel gift shop bathing suit, and this was my one outfit. And then all the other luggage was kids' clothes and diapers and a breast pump. And that was it. If I write a second book, I will tell people how not to take a trip. Oh, I love this picture.
I was 4 here. I was definitely complaining.
I think Michael Gelman took this picture.
Maybe he did. I think not happy about something. But I love my bikini. It's very cute. I think it was in the Hamptons
Maybe.
on a summer day.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite pictures of you.
I like this picture too.
Yeah.
I still
don't-
kind of
I
make
think
that face sometimes.
There's
like,
something about it because this is such vintage toddler Lola. Like this was the vibe. There was always something going on. You were probably fighting with one of your brothers in this moment. They were
Joaquin probably, even though
they
he
were
couldn't
probably
walk.
in your mind, they were probably excluding you from something, and this was the vibe.
yes, like you're not letting me play with you.
You're not letting me play with you.
Yeah,
That was a lot of that.
this is true.
Yeah. Oh,
my
gosh,
goodness.
this is a great one. Great shot.
See, this is where I'm like, please, I need to go into storage and find this exact outfit so I can wear it around London and be like, I need to get on a horse.
This is where your London vibe started.
This is where it all started. It all started at the Hampton Classic, which I believe,
No, that's in Florida.
no, this is in WEF, Winter Equestrian Festival. Yeah, this was after I just did a horse show. I probably, from my face, either I won or I was just relieved to be off of the horse and like on land.
Terra Firma.
But this is such a cute photo.
I used to love watching you ride those. It was to me so scary. I mean,
So
to me, the
scary.
scariest thing ever is to get on a horse. Not because I'm afraid of horses. I think they're so beautiful. But when you're up there, I just have a fear of falling off. And to watch her be so small and do that for so long was really fun.
Also,
Really,
this
really
also
fun.
was when I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I just got in a palate expander, and I remember before every
used to
show,
have to
she'd be like,
crank her
honey,
palate
you have to open your mouth. I was like, why? She's like, I'm cranking.
Crank her palate
Crank.
expander.
And by the time I started the competition with teeth together, and I left with the biggest gap in my teeth, and this is kind of like mid. Because the circuit it's a long circuit of shows.
Yes,
it
it's a
lasts
very
a while.
long. It's a long time.
So by the time I had left, I had a huge gap in my teeth from all the cranks. Listen, Easter is a big deal
in our house. And tell me you have an Italian mother-in-law without telling me you have an Italian mother-in-law. This is a staple of the Consuelos family household, the Italian singular chocolate Easter egg that you crack open and there's a toy inside. This was how my husband grew up, and this is what he has passed on to his children. We always have to, even now that they're adults, have to get the giant chocolate Easter egg with the prize inside.
Yeah, they're so yummy as well.
Lola never approves any photos, and now none of them do. And now I'm
that
tired
actually
of
looking
now
at
I'm
it
like,
up
you know
close,
what?
I'm not sure that I approve this anymore.
You know what though?
Cut.
Now I'm like, I don't even want to post you guys anymore. Forget it. You don't, and now I tell them, I'm like, you don't have my permission to post that.
But that also was a running joke that it started to be kind of any photo that was in me, I had approved it, even though she knows the ones now that I would not approve, and it's obvious as to why I wouldn't approve them.
But you did approve that.
But I approved this because why wouldn't I approve it? It's, I'm wearing a Jets jersey. It was my tomboy phase. But then I'm confused because I was also wearing my Sleepaway Camp Moose pink shorts. I don't know. I had an interesting vibe going on here, and most importantly, I had my favorite chocolate egg.
Oh,
It's just so unnecessary
what do you mean?
to me.
This photo was very necessary.
It's not my favorite.
It's my favorite photo I've ever taken.
I'm gonna say one thing right now. What if, POV, I post this with my boyfriend? What does dad do?
Oh my gosh,
Oh
that's a great
my
idea.
God.
We should recreate that photo and see.
Oh, we're gonna recreate it. And let's see how much he enjoys this photo now. And I'm gonna have the same stance.
What's important about this photo is that I took this photo with the timer on my cell phone, and I just couldn't believe that it came out that good or funny, because he was sort of walking behind and I was like bending over, and I'm like, I'm gonna see if this timer thing works. And I just really quick was like, and it turned out to be a really cute photo, I think. And I
Cute
stand by that
is
photo.
crazy.
I stand by it
No,
today.
I stand by it, and I can't
always.
wait to recreate it with
I'm
my boyfriend.
glad it exists.
And my dad is going to have a heart attack.
You definitely trolled us for sure. Big time, threatening us, take it down.
Yeah, I don't know that I blocked them, but I'm sure this was right before dinner, I'm assuming, and I'm sure we all had dinner together that night, and I probably just gave them a look of like, you know, this is now another thing that
You have to deal with.
will be brought up to me, because there's been a lot of situations that, or stories that people come up to me saying, I heard this happened.
I heard that your parents were at the beach in bathing suits.
So yeah, I know, I didn't block them. I mean, I also do find it funny. Now I find it funny.
Oh, do you
Oh my
approve
gosh.
of this family photo?
Yes, this was
This was the greatest.
my
This was a great
graduation.
day.
This was an amazing, amazing day. Still one of the happiest days.
Because you had a very challenging college experience. It was COVID.
It was just, but also the university that I go to, it's just not a
Went to.
campus that I went to. It's not a campus school, and it can be hard sometimes to feel like a sense of community there, just because you're literally in New York City. But this was at Yankee Stadium, where they gather everyone. I was so happy. It was a sunny day. It was about to be
warm.
summer, and I honestly couldn't believe I had done it. I was like, I can't believe I've graduated.
It was so
School was very
fast.
tough for me growing up, just like in terms of, I'm a bit of a slow learner and I have trouble following along and all these things. So I was just,
true.
Mom, it really is true.
I know you feel that way.
So this was me basically being like, holy
Smokes.
smokes, I graduated.
We were laughing in that moment because at that point, Michael had already graduated. Michael's graduation didn't happen because of the pandemic. That was Lola's freshman year. And, you know, the subsequent years were very challenging. But at this point, we were like 2 down, 1 to go. And, you know,
And now in a
her
few
brother
weeks-
is about to graduate in 3 weeks. So it's wild.
It's messed up.
It's really wild because when you think you're dropping your first kid off at college, you're like, oh, we've got 4 years before we have to worry about graduation. Those 4 years, how fast do they go?
It doesn't make sense. I feel like some people are gonna have something to say about something. I'm gonna get a quote from the Bible. I am always getting quotes and telling me that, everyone's telling me that God is watching me. And I'm like,
That's-
I know. This is me in my flat in London, and I had just set up my piano. I was very happy that I was able to, I mean, it was really simple, so it would be scary if I didn't know how to do that. But I was also tan, so I was like, oh, and I'm in my tweed. And I was wearing a necklace that I had just gotten that I liked, so I was thinking, let's photograph this historical moment. I'm currently in my London phase. Like, I love a tweed. I love a tweed.
It's so true. You love a tweed.
Oh my goodness. But it's so funny because a lot of my friends that are in London are like, we don't, it's kind of like wearing an I Heart NYC top in New York. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd only wear it if you're somewhere else. So I guess I'm just cosplaying as like a London
Brit?
girl.
Yeah.
But I don't think they would wear tweed the whole time because,
But you look great in it.
thank you.
You do look very chic in it.
I don't know. I feel like I've always worn really bright colors. Like, I loved the yellows and the blues and the pinks, especially when I would go out. Like, I wasn't, I didn't.
You were not a black wearing New Yorker.
Black wearing New Yorker. But London, I don't know. I feel like, well, now all of a sudden I find myself wearing what is that cap called? The Peaky Blinders cap. I'm like, what am I doing?
A newsboy cap? I love wearing a cap.
So maybe just more like traditional things.
I also think, if I may add, because I just observe you mostly through social media, and sometimes when you FaceTime me before you're going out, you have an elegant, sophisticated, upscale style. And because it's London and because the weather changes so much, I feel like you're getting to wear 100% of your wardrobe 100% of the time. She layers a lot in a way that I think is new and evolutionary for you.
Thank you. I love a layer. I'm banned from buying anything else ever again, and I'm re-wearing things in my wardrobe, which is now fun because I open up and I'm like,
trick
oh
she
my
learned
God.
from me, because I will put things away for a certain amount of years and then I re-pull them out, and that's where I shop. I shop within my closet.
Yeah.
All right, we can cut. That's it.
Thank you.